McLaughlin and Jack Perbix on the show on our last one. We had to ask them because they had just come from a Dodgers game after and then they gave us a call. We were asked them about picking up some In-N-Out. Have you had a chance to grab a burger from that place right now? It's like a big time thing.
Yeah, I've been there before. I've been to California a lot, just like I said earlier. Going to tournaments and stuff. But yeah, I love In-N-Out Burger. It's so good.
I'm just waiting for someone to come on and be like, "No, man, that sucks. We hate In-N-Out. We go for Burger King every time. We don't want to deal with In-N-Out."
Yeah, it's cheap too. Not
I know, right?
Money, but it's good. It's good.
So, are you going to be heading back to Orange County at all here before you start your season in NCAA? Are you going to go back to training camp at all for the Ducks?
No, I'm not. My plan is just to go to college next year and just continue to get better. And I hope to one day eventually sign with Anaheim in my 4 years in college. So that's my next goal. So,
do you? I got to ask you and this is my last question of the show here. But are you a gamer at all? You hop on and play any NHL?
Yeah, I play NHL and Fortnite. So those two most popular games, I think, for me.
Do you create your own player, or do you pick one of your heroes when you were growing up? And if so, who was it?
If I had to pick a player, or if I made one?
Yeah, do you make your own? Do you put yourself into the game, or do you just like pick a team or pick a player to play as?
I guess I make my own guy. I don't know, try to make him as like me and place him on a team, I guess you'd say.
You like rank yourself 99, you spec your guy out 99 all the way down?
Yeah.
That's what I always say.
99 overall.
Yeah, pretty much all the guys we get on here, that's the two games that they play, are NHL and Fortnite. I think Blake and Jack said the same thing, and most of the guys, we had Max Jones at one point, and he's pretty big in Fortnite too. So those are usually the two that we get.
Yeah. Really
so,
popular.
Yeah, so I had one last question for you about St. Cloud State and going there in the fall. What was it that kind of enticed you to go there? I know you talked about the university in Anchorage, and was there anywhere else you kind of considered going, or was that really the number one choice for you?
Actually, I was committed to Alaska Anchorage at 16 years old. The whole process was I kind of wanted to come home and play in front of my hometown and in front of my family and friends and be close to home. But I realized that I wanted to kind of explore my other options. I kind of committed too early, as you'd say, and I wanted to see what other options I could have. And then St. Cloud started talking to me after I decommitted from Alaska Anchorage. Their style of play I think fits me really well, and the coaching staff I really liked, and the campus is great, and they have a great rank, and they're in probably the best league in college hockey, so that was another thing I liked about St. Cloud.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, Nolan. I know it's been a crazy summer for you getting the invite to the Ducks camp and now going to St. Cloud State in the fall. If you guys want to check him out, make sure to check out some games when you can in the NCAA next season, and you can follow him at NolanWalker20 on Twitter. Thank you so much for joining us, Nolan.
Thank you very much.
Hey, take care, man. Have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
Bye.
All right, so now we've got Ducks' second-round pick from their most recent draft joining us. We've got Bo Grew from the Halifax Mooseheads. How are things going since the draft, Bo?
Actually, it's going pretty well. After I got drafted, I had the chance to spend a couple of days in Gatineau with my family, celebrating that a little bit. So, no, it's been a fun couple of weeks. I've been down there in Anaheim. It's a beautiful place. It's a great place to play hockey. So, no, I couldn't be more excited to be a part of this amazing family.
Perfect. And, going back to the draft, what was that moment like? I know all year you kind of hear about where you're going to go and if you're going to go first round, second round, wherever. But finally, hearing your name, finding out what team it is, to describe that moment.
Oh, it was an awesome moment. I mean, I can't even put the words in. For example, I never seen my dad cry, and my dad always been a guy who was really strict, and everyone looks at him and tell me that he has an attitude or something, but it's not true. My dad is a a funny guy. He's a sensitive guy at the same time. So it was really nice to see him that way, that emotional. So it was an awesome moment with my family. I mean, I've been waiting for that moment since I started playing hockey. So, I mean, especially getting drafted by Anaheim was actually my first choice. So it's awesome.
Yeah, and I think I'd seen that you said that Anaheim was your first choice because you really fit their style of game. For anybody on the West Coast who hasn't seen your style of game, what type of hockey do you play?
I'm a power forward with talent. I like to play offensively, defensively. I think if I compare myself to one guy in the NHL, it would be a guy like Jamie Benn, Patrick Bergeron, and if I look in the roster of Anaheim, I can compare myself to Ryan Kessler, guys like that. So, I think Anaheim, they've proven over the year that they want people who are big, they have skills, they can shoot, they can skate. So I think that's what they drafted this year in me and Isaac.
For sure. And you look at now Dev Camp, you just came out of development camp in Anaheim. Well, what was that experience like, meeting the other prospects? You know, the Ducks have been drafting recently out of the QMJHL and Maxime Comtois and Antoine Morin. What was it like, meeting those guys and meeting a lot of the other prospects?
I knew both of them a little bit. We played together at the Subway Series this year, so I knew them a little bit. So I think it was nice to see familiar faces over there. So, but especially meeting guys like Troy Terry, Max Jones, Jacob Larson. So it was awesome. It was an awesome moment. I learned a lot from those guys, and I hope going back there and learn some more from the veterans. So. No, I'm really excited for what's ahead.
Yeah, and did you get a chance to meet some of the friends? I know the Sunday scrimmage was open to the public, so did you get a chance to meet some people?
Yes, I met a couple of them after the scrimmage, so I can see in their eyes that they are very passionate, that they really want to see our team win. So no, it would be awesome for me to play in front of those guys soon.
Yeah, and you talk about playing in front of some passionate fans. I mean, you're coming from one of the best organizations in the entire Canadian Hockey League and the Halifax Mooseheads. You guys got a trip now to the Memorial Cup next year, being the host. How exciting is that to know that you're going to no matter what?
Oh, it's really exciting. I mean, since my dad coaching the QMJHL, he's won the President's Cup, I think, 3 times, and he went at the Memorial Cup, 3 times, so. And he hasn't won Memorial Cup, so I think it would be good personally to bring back a Memorial Cup in the family. But if I look for a team, it's an awesome moment. It would be the second time for Antoine to play with us next year. But for the other guys, I think we're all really excited. We're everyone is having a great summer, a great hard summer of training. So I think we're gonna be ready to face everything this year.
For sure, and you'll be playing with Ducks prospect Antoine Morin in Halifax this year. And I know you said you talked to him a bit at the development camp, but how good will it be for both of you guys to kind of get acclimated with each other?
Oh, for sure. It's going to be awesome. We got drafted in the same team, so it's even better for the organization to have 2 players in the same team, so they can have a chemistry right away. And so I think it's just good for us, and it's just good for the organization. And I spent 2 weeks with Antoine in Anaheim, and we have a great chemistry together right away. We didn't know each other a lot, but I think we connect very well. So I think this year is going to be scary.
For sure, yeah. And I want to talk a bit about your dad. Obviously, he's a big influence in your life and leading up to now and being part of an NHL organization. How important was it to have him, there every step of the way, and for him also to have a background in coaching?
Oh, for sure. I think he helped me a lot throughout my young career. I mean, I think I developed my passion of hockey through him a little bit. He obviously was coach for Gatineau for like 12 years, so I kind of grew up watching him coach in the QMJHL, and I grew up watching hockey. So I think I couldn't be in a better family. I'm from a hockey family, so I think my dad really helped me, especially this year for for obviously the NHL draft and all the stress coming with that and all the expectations. So I think I'm really grateful to have a dad who knows a lot about hockey, and especially he's in an NHL organization, so I think he can help me some more to achieve my dreams someday.
Yeah, and it's going to be an exciting year, and I think for you, maybe a little bit less stressful, you would think, because now you know you're part of an organization. You're not out there trying to impress 31 different teams. You just got to focus on what Anaheim's told you to do and go back to do in Halifax. So is it going to be a little bit less stress on you this year in Halifax?
Oh, for sure. I think for everyone's going to be less stress. I mean, especially having someone who got drafted in the same team, I think we can help each other a lot. And Isaac, Gravel, Jocelyn Cheney, I know Durando, all guys who got drafted 2 years ago. So I think we can really help each other. And obviously those guys who don't have first year anymore, they got drafted like me and Antoine. So I think everyone's really excited, and we're ready to have a big year.
And what's the one thing that you're looking to work on the most from your game leading into this season? Is there something you've really focused on that you want to improve on?
I think I want to work on my offensive game a little bit more. I think I want to be a little bit more creative, shoot the puck a little bit more. So I think that's gonna. I think I'm gonna have better stats at the end of the year, more goals, more points in general. So I think that's the biggest part for me.
All right, Bo. Well, thank you so much for joining us. I know you're taking a little bit of time out of training, like you said, so it's a real pleasure having you on the show.
Perfect. Thanks a lot.